Welcome back to Cozy Corner, dear friends. Today, we step into a world where time becomes art, where the whispers of the past dance with the clarity of the present. The new classic isn't about recreating history, but reimagining it. It's a story told through contrast, where marble meets matte, chandeliers glow beside sculptural pendants, and the comfort of heritage finds new breath in modern simplicity. Together, we'll explore 15 inspirations that reveal how tradition can live gracefully within contemporary design. So, pour your coffee, settle in your favorite chair, and let's journey through the timeless elegance of the new classic. 1. Architectural harmony. The soul of a classic home lies in its structure, the archways, columns, and intricate moldings that speak of an era when craftsmanship was poetry. Yet, in 2026, we no longer preserve these details for nostalgia alone. We reinterpret them. Keep the crown moldings, but pair them with slimline glass doors that let daylight pour through. Let carved wood columns stand proudly beside minimalist shelving. Balance the historical weight of the space with lightness and air. Architectural harmony isn't about blending eras perfectly. It's about allowing contrast to breathe. A marble staircase with linear metal railing or a 19th century fireplace framed by modern art creates a visual rhythm that feels timeless, yet alive. The new classic doesn't erase the past, it honors it with restraint, letting structure and simplicity find mutual respect in one frame. 2. Neutral foundations, timeless appeal. In homes where two eras coexist, color becomes the great mediator. A neutral palette, soft beige, ivory, stone, and whisper gray, creates balance between ornate heritage and modern simplicity. These hues allow intricate details like paneling or plasterwork to quietly shine, while grounding contemporary pieces within a soothing, cohesive atmosphere. Layer tones rather than colors, cream against dove gray, linen against warm sand. This subtle interplay softens transitions, making even the boldest contrasts, a modern steel table and a Baroque room, for instance, feel intentional and serene. Textures take center stage: woven linen, brushed stone, matte paint. Together, they form a tactile serenity that transcends trends. The beauty of neutral foundations lies in their restraint. They allow emotion, memory, and craftsmanship to unfold naturally, without the noise of excess. 3. Modern furniture, classic silhouettes. Furniture in the new classic home speaks in a refined dialect, modern in finish, timeless in form. Think of a Chesterfield sofa, reimagined in ivory velvet, or a Louis XVI armchair upholstered in quiet linen. The familiar shapes evoke history, while contemporary materials and tones infuse them with freshness. Avoid clutter. Each piece should breathe, standing as a sculptural statement rather than a reproduction of the past. Polished brass legs beneath a neoclassical table or a curved settee softened by minimalist cushions create an elegant tension. It's this meeting of eras that feels sophisticated, a balance of memory and modernity. These designs remind us that comfort doesn't have to compromise refinement, and that timeless beauty often lies in reinterpreting, not replicating tradition. 4. Heritage textures reimagined. Texture tells the story of time. Once, silk drapes and heavy brocades adorned noble salons. Today, we translate that richness into tactile simplicity. Imagine velvet in muted tones, aged leather softened to perfection, or raw linen paired with polished marble. These contrasts bring a new dimension of luxury, one that feels grounded, intimate, and real. Use textures as dialogue. Rough meets refined, glossy meets matte. Layering a silk runner atop reclaimed wood or draping velvet over a minimalist chaise adds depth without excess. The goal is to evoke history without recreating it, to let your hands remember tradition while your eyes see the present. Every surface becomes a sensory reminder that refinement doesn't need to shout. It can simply whisper through the way materials meet and breathe together. Five, statement lighting with soul. Lighting in the new classic home is no longer just illumination. It's sculpture, mood, and memory. Replace ornate chandeliers with modern fixtures that reinterpret their grandeur. Picture a cascading brass pendant hovering over a restored dining table, or alabaster globes suspended from delicate wires that glow like captured sunlight. The beauty lies in balance, the warmth of traditional materials meeting the geometry of modern design. Lighting becomes both function and art, a bridge between past and future. Use layers of light, wall sconces that trace architectural lines, hidden LEDs that emphasize moldings, and a central statement piece that draws the eye upward. In this interplay, every shadow matters. The glow becomes narrative, subtle, romantic, endlessly modern yet rooted in history's quiet trauma. Six, art that bridges eras. Art is where old souls and modern hearts meet. In the new classic, the gallery wall becomes a conversation, a Renaissance portrait beside an abstract canvas, a gilded frame beside minimalist photography. This juxtaposition isn't accidental, it's emotional choreography. It speaks of evolution, of beauty that adapts. Frame vintage sketches in slim black metal to modernize them, or hang bold contemporary works in ornate gold frames for irony and charm. The key is rhythm, alternating scale, tone, and texture to build visual movement. When curated with sensitivity, art becomes the anchor of the room, the thread that ties centuries together. It reminds us that inspiration isn't bound by time, it's a continuum, and every era leaves its brushstroke on the canvas of now. Seven, refined flooring choices. Floors are the foundation of timeless design, often overlooked yet crucial in storytelling. Preserve or restore existing parquet, marble, or herringbone wood if you're lucky to have them. They hold the home's heartbeat, but give them a modern finish, a satin sheen rather than gloss, a washed oak tone instead of deep mahogany. If starting anew, blend materials with intention. A stone border outlining wooden planks or subtle geometric inlays that echo classic marquetry and minimalist form. Rugs add softness and link eras. Persian motifs reimagined in desaturated palettes or monochrome wool pieces that rest lightly over antique floors. Your flooring should feel like memory underfoot, a quiet reminder that time lives not just in walls, but in every step that passes through. Eight, minimalist kitchens in period homes. The kitchen, once purely functional, now becomes the heart of harmony between tradition and modernity. In older homes, balance is key. Keep the bones, arched doorways, exposed beams, perhaps a tiled hearth. Then introduce sleek cabinetry, handle-less surfaces, and concealed storage. Matte finishes and ivory or sage complement natural stone counters. A marble backsplash, brass tapware, or antique stools anchor the space and its history. The magic lies in restraint, each detail deliberate, each contrast meaningful. The result feels timeless, yet undeniably current. A kitchen that honors craftsmanship while embracing the calm of contemporary living. It's not about contrasts, but conversation, where every meal becomes a meeting between the eras. Nine, symmetry meets simplicity. Traditional interiors revered symmetry. Matching chairs, mirrored walls, identical lamps, while modern design celebrates asymmetry and movement. The new classic marries both. Keep visual balance without rigid repetition. Frame a central focal point, like a fireplace or artwork, but allow the surroundings to breathe naturally. Pair an antique console on one side with a tall modern vase on the other. Let scale, not sameness, create harmony. Symmetry grounds a room, but simplicity liberates it. Together they form elegance that feels structured yet free. In this delicate equilibrium, beauty is no longer about perfection, it's about intention. Each piece feels chosen, not placed. Ten, heritage fireplaces, modern warmth. A fireplace has always been the heart of a classic home, a gathering point where warmth meets intimacy. In 2026, it becomes both relic and renewal. Retain the carved marble, the intricate mantel, and the ornamental corbels, but style them with modern restraint. A single abstract painting above, a slender vase of branches instead of ornate candelabras. Replace heavy fire guards with minimalist glass screens and use soft, indirect lighting to highlight the stone's natural texture. The result feels cinematic, the poetry of history redefined by simplicity. Even when unlit, it radiates quiet power. This is where the home breathes, an ancient soul framed by modern calm. 11. Layered light and shadow. Light and shadow are the storytellers of mood. In the new classic home, they replace clutter as instruments of depth. Use recessed lighting to highlight architectural curves, wall sconces to accent texture, and floor lamps to create intimacy. Daylight should filter through sheer drapery, softening ornate spaces into tranquility. At night, dimmers allow the home to shift character, from bright refinement to quiet reverie. The interplay of shadow reveals craftsmanship, fluted walls, ceiling moldings, carved stone, all given life through illumination. This technique turns even the minimalist space into a living, breathing composition. It's the art of restraint, designing not what is seen, but what is felt in the half-light. 12. Transitional bathrooms. Bathrooms once served function. Now they express serenity. Blend heritage and innovation with deliberate grace. A clawfoot tub within glass partitions. Marble tiles alongside brushed metal fixtures. Traditional paneling balanced by minimalist mirrors. Use neutral tones softened by texture. Veined stone, matte brass, woven towels. Each element whispers calm sophistication. The contrast between classic form and modern clarity transforms the bathroom into a sanctuary, one that feels timeless without imitation. In the new classic, luxury is not loud. It's found in proportion, softness, and silence. The kind of design that feels eternal because it serves comfort before spectacle. "13. The power of restraint. The most powerful design statement is often made by what's left unsaid. In spaces filled with history, resist the urge to fill every corner. Choose heirlooms thoughtfully. A single antique cabinet in a clean, modern room will carry more emotion than 10 clustered together. Let objects breathe. Allow the emptiness between them to hold meaning. The power of restraint is not about minimalism, but mindfulness. It gives each piece, whether an inherited mirror or a mid-century chair, space to resonate. This approach brings dignity to design, turning every room into a quiet exhibition of time, taste, and intention. "14. Subtle ornamentation. Classic design has always celebrated detail, fluting, cornices, coffered ceilings. Yet today, we reinterpret them through simplicity. Paint intricate trims in monochrome tones to make texture the focus rather than contrast. Replace heavy carvings with soft grooves or linear reliefs. Subtle ornamentation invites the eye to wander without overwhelming it. It's like a whisper of heritage beneath the calm surface of modern life. This subtle layering gives depth to flat walls and warmth to stark geometry, proving that modern design doesn't have to abandon decoration, it just has to refine it. 15. The spirit of timelessness. Ultimately, the new classic is less a design style and more a philosophy, a belief that the past and present can coexist in quiet harmony. It's the marble step that creaks slightly beneath your feet, the scent of wood polish mingling with new linen, the echo of history softened by modern calm. It's not nostalgia, but continuity, the understanding that elegance is not about trend, but truth. A timeless home doesn't age because it never tries to be young. It simply evolves with grace. Every line, every texture, every glimmer of light reminds us that design, at its best, is a living dialogue, one that honors where we've been while gently guiding us toward what's next. When design becomes dialogue, every wall tells a story. The new classic invites us to listen, to honor our heritage while breathing new life into it. It's a style for those who see beauty not in perfection, but in evolution. Between the ornate and the simple lies a rare serenity, the space where craftsmanship and clarity meet. May your home too become such a place, one that feels timeless, tender, and true. Thank you for joining us on Cozy Corner. Until next time, stay inspired, stay serene, and keep creating spaces that remember, renew, and reflect who you are.